Morning, Moby. You been reading these religious texts all night? Are you having some kind of crisis? Dear Tim and Moby, what is religion? From Aaron. Religions are sets of beliefs that try to answer questions about human existence. Like, who are we? And how did we get here? What do we do with ourselves now that we're here? And what happens to us when we die? Beliefs are ideas that make sense to us. They give us a way to define ourselves, provide guidelines for our actions, and offer a measure of what's important. Yeah, there are hundreds of religions practiced all over the world, and each is different in its own way. Well, here's the way I see it. Just because you believe that one religion is right for you doesn't make all the other ones wrong. And if someone's beliefs differ from yours, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're wrong. Belief is a very personal thing. We can always learn things from each other, and being tolerant of other people's beliefs is the best way we can do just that. Okay, here's a rundown of some of the most common. Christianity is the most popular religion on the planet today, and its teachings are written in a book called the Bible. It's a monotheistic religion. That means they believe in one God. According to Christianity, this God sent his son, Jesus Christ, down to earth about 2,000 years ago. He was killed by the government of the Roman Empire, but came back to life 3 days later and went up to heaven. Christians believe that Jesus died to save people from their own sins, and that he'll return one day to judge the earth. There are hundreds of branches of Christianity, including Catholicism, Protestantism, Mormonism, and the Religious Society of Friends, just to name a few. Christianity grew out of Judaism, one of the oldest monotheistic religions. The Torah, the most sacred Jewish text, teaches that a single God created the universe and watches over humans, rewarding good and punishing evil. Judaism has three main branches: Orthodox, Conservative, and Reform. The teachings of Islam are found in a holy book called the Quran. Muslims believe in one God called Allah and his prophet Muhammad. Islam is based on 5 pillars, or main rules that every Muslim must follow: reciting the Muslim creed at least once, praying 5 times daily while facing the holy city of Mecca, donating a portion of their income to charity, fasting during the month of Ramadan, and making a pilgrimage to Mecca. Hinduism is the combination of thousands of different religious groups that have evolved in India since 1500 BCE. Hindus believe that the universe has one divine soul. They also believe in many different gods, including Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. Karma, the Hindus believe, is the sum of good and bad deeds that each person accumulates in life. The Hindus see humans as caught in a cycle of birth, life, death, and rebirth. Buddhists don't believe in any type of god or gods. They believe in 4 noble truths: that suffering is universal, the cause of suffering is the desire to have and control things, suffering ends when we rid ourselves of that desire, and that the path to nirvana, or spiritual enlightenment, involves practicing the proper thoughts, speech, and actions. Buddhists believe in reincarnation, and that life cycles over and over until nirvana is achieved. Sikhism is based on the teachings of 10 gurus, or spiritual leaders, who lived in northern India hundreds of years ago. Sikhs meditate and recite a number of daily prayers as a way to seek enlightenment and connect with an all-powerful God called Vaheguru. Jainism is a really old religion, and it's practiced mostly in India. Jains believe in non-violence and spirituality, and they place high importance on literacy and self-control. Practiced mainly in Japan, Shinto emphasizes purity, the divinity of nature, and the worship of one's ancestors. Many festivals are held in honor of the dead, as well as the seasons of the year. Taoists believe that the Tao is a force that started the universe and flows through all of life. Taoists lead a simple life based on the principles of moderation, humility, and compassion. The Unitarian Universalist Association has Judeo-Christian teachings at its base and stresses the inherent self-worth of each individual person. Unitarian Universalists believe that spiritual enlightenment comes from life experience, and that their members should be humanitarians working towards peace, freedom, and justice throughout the world. Vodun is a religion that has roots in Western Africa and also Judeo-Christianity. People who practice Vodun or Vodou worship a high god, the dead, twins, and spirits called Loa, which are African tribal gods. Rastafari, or Rasta, is a religion that accepts the former emperor of Ethiopia, Haile Selassie I, as its god. It originated in Jamaica, but its adherents look to Africa as Zion, a potential heaven on earth. Well, yeah, there are many people whose belief systems are not based on faith in a god or gods or other immortal beings. Buddhism and Jainism are two examples. Another is Wicca, a religion based on the earth and nature. Wiccans believe in a creative force that exists in the universe. They meet in groups and perform nature-based rituals, and some consider themselves to be witches. Well, these are just some of the world's many religions, and I kept it pretty simple. There are tons of others. And not everyone belongs to a religious group. Agnostics feel that a supreme being's existence can neither be proved nor disproved. They're not sure whether or not a god exists, but according to them, no one can come up with enough proof either way. Then there are atheists, who don't believe in any god at all. Many atheists are still spiritual, they just don't believe in the supernatural, things that can't be explained by reason and science. So anyway, Moby, what do you believe? Hey, me too. Except for the part about the all-powerful divine robot. But that's cool.